Hi, my name is JP Thomas, and today we're going to talk about the data analytics. With data analytics, we talked a little bit about this in our presentation from the predictive analytics book that we read in class. And in my chapter for our presentation, we talked about presidential campaigns in 2012 with Obama and using data analytics in that case. And so I went a little bit more in depth and found a couple articles about the upcoming 2020 election, which I thought was really interesting. And already, even though we're a couple years out from that election, um, companies and the campaign teams are already starting to use those big data sources to analyze the voters and put them into groups so they can plan out their campaigning efforts over the next couple of years, which is going to start very soon. And so in the past, campaigning efforts can be shaped around geographic and socioeconomic groups, but with the data analytics nowadays, the big data that is available throughout the country and online, they're able to use your search history if that's available, the sites that you click ads, website hits, things you like on Facebook. I mean, there's a whole wide variety of things that they're able to gather, and then not only organize you by geographic and by demographics, but also sort you into what kind of person you are and who you're more likely to vote for. With all the information that they're given, things you search for, things you buy online on Amazon or whatever, they can put you into a pretty good category and give a good guess of who you're going to vote for. And also, we talked about if you're going to be persuadable or not. So if they can, if they're going to be able to sway your opinion, or if they just need to leave you alone or campaign in that spot or not. So that was a very exciting area of data analytics that I wanted to look into a little bit more. Another interesting article that I found on data analytics is with the development of autonomous cars, so self-driving vehicles. These cars rely a lot on big data and data analytics. So for the car to be able to drive itself, I mean, it's got to be programmed too. So by giving it all this data and having it being able to analyze that and constantly upgrade itself and update its knowledge, um, to be aware of its surroundings and of everything that's going on, to be able to operate on the roads safely and efficiently, um, is very exciting. And that's another big area of data analytics that they're trying to perfect. And the more data they get, the more they collect from current autonomous vehicles that they're testing, um, there's no doubt that those will be finished and on the roads very, very soon. Another area of data analytics that was interesting to me in an article was about video games. So as the data analytics become more advanced and they're able to adapt that to video games, artificial intelligence in these video games that you play against can collect data from games you've played before and use that to create a more challenging or more advanced competition in AI. So the computer will actually learn your moves, learn what your tendencies, and actually use that against you and become more difficult for you to play that game as well. So you have to be changing just as the computer changes. So that's another very big step in data analytics. Also, and another category of data analytics, an article I read too, is airlines. So with there's been a rise in fuel prices lately for jets, especially jet fuel, and the data analytics are allowing them to establish and find customizable flight paths for each individual flight, which could be dependent on the weather, on the conditions outside. I mean, the time, if there are delays or anything. So each flight path can be different, even though they're going to the same location, based on, again, all the data that these programs and computers have gathered and is inputted into the system. It's able to make that best decision and calculate the best and most efficient way to get there. So saving money on prices and then even on time sometimes. So overall, there's many fields that data analytics can apply to, but is being used more and more each and every day. And in the future, as we talked about in cars, video games, I mean, it's about any industry. Data analytics is huge and plays a very important role. So it's not something that's going to go away anytime soon, and it's just going to become more advanced as time goes on. So very important subject and topic, but very wide variety as well. Um, Data analytics is going to be important in any industry and in any segment, really, business in the world. So, with that, that's just a little touch on data analytics. Um, Thank you very much.